It's weird. Oh, now that works. It's weird. It's fucking weird, but okay. Okay. One of those days, huh? One of those days. All right. Bring it on. Bring it the fuck on. Just gonna piss me off, are you? Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully, I can actually see your guys' messages if anybody pops in, because I didn't see him last time, and I was trying to figure out what went wrong. I only realized afterwards that you guys did leave some messages, and I apologize for that. For those who were live, sorry I couldn't see them for some reason. So I've been so out of the game when it comes to streaming. It hasn't even been that long. Like maybe like a few weeks, maybe a month. Not that long ago. I streamed around the end of December, but I don't know. I just kind of felt like I wanted to stream for a little bit. And I was just in the mood for some Yu-Gi-Oh! I always come back to this game. So here I am. I'm just talking about all sorts, really. I guess kind of think of this in a way as kind of like a talk again, because it didn't particularly go too well last time, but I got my message across. You guys can see it on the archive anyway. Just, You know, it in a way it's kind of like an update when I don't really like to do updates. Not really. I just wanted to let you guys know that, hey, streaming will come back at some point. Just, I'm not really feeling, the motivation has been kind of low, and I feel like every now and again I might just get a spark of, hey, I kind of feel like streaming for a little bit. And it kind of feels very sporadic and random at the moment. There's no like, yeah, I want to keep doing it consistently. It's not gone, but it's definitely not quite there at the moment. I feel like if I were to be consistent, my interest may drop. I'm actually kind of enjoying just playing these games myself and not streaming, if you know what I mean. Because at one point I just mostly stopped playing games off stream and just streaming and recording because I'm making videos, because I didn't really have that much time to just play a game. I would have to just not stream, right? And I was like, well, I'm streaming too much, right? I'm not really doing anything, right? It's just kind of a chill whatever stream. I'm sure I'm like generic number 1 million of a gaming streaming that doesn't do anything in original, and I'm not a hot chick, so I haven't got that to I haven't got that to back me up. And I ain't a some sort of alpha male or handsome guy or whatever, so you know, I ain't got that to back me up. But I'm messing around. But my point is that, you know, I've always just sort of do this for fun. I'm not bothered. Like my presentation is terrible. I look terrible, and I don't feel too great either. But here we are. This is me. What you get, what you see is what you get. And a lot of the times if things are shitty, I just kind of tried my best to laugh it off. That's like 90% of the time. So, you know. No, I want to run away, don't I? So I guess to kind of summarize what I did talk about, just kind of get it over with. You know, things in my life hasn't really gotten any better. Things haven't really changed for the better. It's just kind of whatever. It's not great, but I always say it is what it is, because I manage the best that I can. I don't know where I'm going in life. You know, I'm in my 30s now, and I feel like I'm just here. I just exist. I feel like I don't really have a purpose. You don't necessarily have to have a purpose per se, I suppose, but it's just like I don't really know what to do with myself a lot of these days. And that's the problem, because I feel like I've never known what to do with myself. My 20s were my 20s were wasted, and that's my mom would disagree with me and say it's not quite on me, because I go through a lot of difficulties and such, and autism, but you know, I do wish that I just kind of knew what I wanted to do. And I've never really truly known what I wanted to do. And even if I had a little bit of an inkling of an idea, most of the time I've sort of realized that I probably just want to do things as a hobby. Not that I don't want to work, it's just I don't know what kind of job I would even do. And I've tried just sort of generic jobs, and I've tried them, and I haven't been able to cope. And my mental health would severely go down, and I would literally, like, it got to the point where I had to take days off because of my mental health. I didn't tell them that, because let's be honest, they ain't gonna give a shit. But you know, mental health is a real thing. It is. I deal with it every day, and I'm not even talking about my own mental health. So there's a lot of that shit going about in my family, and you know, it sucks. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It sucks, but I'm still here. Just haven't figured out what to do with myself. Games is just another kind of crutch that I use to cope. and kind of streaming in a way is, I'm even losing motivation to make videos, and it really makes me sad because I feel like if I could just maybe push myself, maybe I could get that spark back. And I'm starting to think I might need a new hobby, to be honest. I don't know, but and getting work at the moment is kind of difficult anyways for personal reasons, but yeah, just not great. Anyway, I just kind of felt like in the mood to stream for a little bit, talking with you a lot. I don't want this to be like the depression stream per se, like kind of what the other one might have been. But you know, the one thing I will say that has been pretty solid is gaming, right? Just in general, like great games came out last year, right? I had some fun games to divulge myself in, and I hope 2025 will give us some great games. Switch 2 got recently announced finally, which is so funny because it kind of feels surreal, but it also kind of feels like it's a whimper where it's like, oh right, yeah, Switch 2. So we'll see what that's all about in April. I'll probably get one anyway. It'll be interesting to see if it will take me 7 years to get one though. That's a personal joke. Basically, I didn't get a Switch until like 6 or 7 years later, and I didn't even buy it. My sister got it for me. So, oh, this is a shitty hand. This is terrible. Oh well. This is so bad. Wow. The WoW warrior. I've been wowed. Maybe it's World of Warcraft. I didn't know that this fish specifically was World of Warcraft. Sword Stalker. Okay. Can't really work with anything here. Yeah, like the gaming side of things have been great. Like, I still want to go back to Dragon Quest 3. Dude, I'm still stuck on this Mario and Luigi RPG. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to wonder if it will ever end. I like it. I feel like I don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it. And I feel like, for me personally, it does kind of feel like it's dragging on a bit. To the point where I'm like, is it going to end now? Is it going to end now? Is it going to end now? Like, I'm ready to kind of wrap the game up, and the game just won't end. Sometimes that's fine, but I think if a game feels like it drags, that's a problem. Right? If the game feels like it drags, it's a problem. And it does feel like it drags. Oh my god, that's worse! Jesus. Well, I'm probably dead here. First good start, but that's okay. I'm hoping the stream's okay as well, because I think it was having issues before. If my camera is screwing up, I apologize, by the way. If it is screwing up, because it was doing it before. I also apologize if I'm out of sync and, you know, and all that. Yeah, things aren't looking so good for me. That's alright. We'll just try again. Just have to go through all the menuing, but I'll fast forward it because I'm using an emulator. Yeah, gaming's been good at least. That's something. Right? I think it's just one of those things where it feels like things are kind of gonna get worse before they get better, and it's just like, will you survive? You know, until then, can you find a way to cope or move forward, or find some sort of ray of hope? You know. You know, someone will say, just kind of cheer up or get over it, or your situation's not that bad. And you can say those things, And you know, you could make an argument that, yeah, if people knew everything about my situation, someone would be like, well, it's not that bad. You know, you can sit there and be like, you've got, you know, starving children in you know, they do the whole poverty thing, and it's like, true, but I also think it's kind of unfair to, I don't think it's not a competition, right? It's not a competition about like your suffering. Like, I feel like telling someone that like you should just get over it because your situation isn't even that bad, compared to somebody else. Whether that's true or not, debatable, because I think it's unfair to see it that way in a sense, because it's just, you're not making that person necessarily feel better. You're just trying to tell them to just get over it, because like come on now. If you think of it this way, it's a lot worse in the other countries. And maybe even wording it a certain way, someone might be like, yeah, maybe. But also, let's say if someone has really bad mental health, right? If someone has really bad mental health and you tell them something like that, next thing you know, they could literally take their own life. And I know that sounds dark, but it's true. And then it's like, well, why did they do that? Last thing they were told is someone was like, just, you know, your situation's not that bad or whatever. It was clearly bad for them. They clearly weren't coping, or whatever was bothering them, or whatever is in their life got really bad up here that they felt like, oh, yeah, you're right, I should just kill myself. And that really sucks, you know? It's not a competition. You should not feel invalidated, right? Your suffering should be validated, you know? A lot of the time, people just don't listen, you know? And not everybody wants to talk, you know? Everybody says talk. And it's like, well, not everybody wants to talk. And talking doesn't exactly solve every problem. It can help some people, but it doesn't solve everything. Trust me. I know. If talking solved everything, things would at least be somewhat better in my family. I could tell you that. You know, people need help. You know, we all need help. You know, and at least we need people who are at least somewhat trying to be understanding and supportive. You know, if you've got a friend, you'd hope they'd be supportive. If your friend was struggling, hopefully that you would support them. You know, your friends and your family and whatnot through hard times. You know. Oh, I got a headache now. Oh dear. Some water. I do want to come back to streaming at some point. I just don't know when. Like consistently. I don't know when. You know, a lot of these days, it just kind of depends on how I feel. If I just have a down day, I just won't stream, and I won't give you an explanation for it either. Though I will say, and this has got nothing to do with like growth or anything like that. I couldn't give a shit. If you only off chance do care about my streaming routine when I go live or anything like that, if you do, please follow me on my Twitter at GameBusters. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Twitter and I don't use it that much, but if I plan to stream and then I don't, there's not 8 out of 10 chance I will probably tweet and just say sorry, I'm not feeling it, or something's come up. That's it. But you know, I'm sure people can figure it out that if I say I'm going to stream and then I don't, obviously something must have happened, right? Put 2 and 2 together. And just to make sure I am seeing the chat correctly, I'm gonna do something real quick. Because this should help, hopefully. I do have Blue Sky now. I haven't really used it, but it seems to be like I guess, a better Twitter, I guess. Oh my god. Okay, my phone is having issues. Right. I think we're good. I think so. I think we are. Alright. Prince! So where's my Forbidden Memories sequel? I guess that's technically Daughters of Roses. That's another thing I want to do. I want to I wouldn't mind trying this Daughters of Roses mod I've heard. Someone's telling me about it or something. I don't mind trying that. I feel like I had issues trying to get Daughters of the Roses to run properly on an emulator. But maybe maybe I need to change emulators or something. I don't know. Should I? No, you know what? Part of it is not knowing what I have in my deck. I'm just gonna go in and be like, hey, can I work with this? Let's see. Not a great start, but we'll do this. And then we'll do this. There we go. Yeah, I hope I figure out my spark. I am working on a video that I started last year and I still haven't gotten it done. Literally because of motivation issues and other things and, you know, just, you know, not really feeling it and stuff. But I'm determined to finish it regardless. You know, not so much like a force, but like... You know, I'm just like, hey, like, I want to try and just figure out... Okay. Figure out, what's this? Okay, that's not too bad. Figure out what to do with my channel, because I kind of experimented last year, and I might still do that. But I also kind of want to go back to what I really want to do. I think there is just one video idea that I do want to do. I just don't know how to make it work. Which is, I suppose, it's like 90% of YouTubers. It's like, how the fuck do I make this work? How do I get motherfuckers to care about this shit, you know? Because I'm trying to think, well, would I care about this shit? I don't know. Right? That's always tough as a creator, right? As someone who makes videos. Some people get lucky. Some people don't believe that, but I do. I genuinely believe some people just get lucky. And then sometimes they get so lucky that they almost don't really know what to do with that growth, right? I remember I made a video that I thought would do okay. It did way better than okay. So... You know, like, I would consider that kind of lucky. It was one of those, I guess, right place, right time sort of things where it's like, oh, you know, like I thought this might get like 50 views, not 10,000. So I was pretty chuffed about it. The only downside is that when I think about it, I wasn't really happy with the video. The video was kind of shit. And I mean, it didn't overall perform very well, but it's still my most viewed. So I guess I'll take it. I'm just trying to get rid of shit. Terrible. I just need to get one win. One win. I do have that Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories mod, but that mod is really tough. By these Brazilian peeps. That's really, really tough. It's even more grindy than this one. And if I remember correctly, I think isn't that also one that's just like you have to use... Oh. Will this work? I get the feeling it won't. No. I'm thinking about this. No. No. Bollocks. You're a warrior. Yeah, you are. Okay. If these warriors were stronger... Bollocks. Okay. We'll wait one more term. We'll wait one more term before I decide what to do. Let's just see. I don't think I die this turn. Oh, especially if you do that. I can't do anything with this dragon though, can I? Never mind. I forgot I put a plant. I literally just forgot I just did that. I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, my struggle really in my life is not sleeping very well. Must be all the gaming I do. That is definitely a struggle of mine. I'm just gonna do this. This might be premature after I just got a fusion, but I can never properly switch off. I have such a hard time sleeping. I get to sleep eventually, but I've tried the things that people suggest, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm not getting anywhere. This doesn't matter what I get here, right? Yeah, I was like, I'm either going to get Flame Swordsman or I'm going to get Crimson. And I got Flame Swordsman, and that's fine. One of the two. I don't really know what prioritizes over the Flame and the Warrior. Because, yeah, just kind of depends. I guess we could do this. Sure. There we go. Man, I can't follow modern Yu-Gi-Oh. I can't. I've never even touched Master Duel. Never even touched it. I messed around with Duel Links for a time, but yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter anyway. Eh. Oh. That's something. That it? That's something. Alright. Not much to work with, though. Not much. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Also, the problem with me is that I do have a lot of ideas when it comes to recording and streaming, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're good ideas. I couldn't tell you, but it's just, you know, sometimes my creative fucking juices flow. I don't fucking know. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I should try this, or maybe I should try this. Do I have the motivation for this? Or maybe this? I put Castle in. Castle, get rid of you. You're a female, so I might put you in. Do I need more beasts? How many beasts do I have? Oh, I've got 2, and that's it? Alright, another beast is going in then. Alright. See how we go. Let's see how we go. Alright. Play it safe. Okay. Don't know what that is, but we're going for it. I'll do this. Why not? Oh, hello, Alexi. How's it going? We're just kind of talking about random stuff. Just kind of similar to what I was doing before, where I was kind of going, just kind of talking about the state of things from my end, you know, streaming and where I want to go and stuff. I think I said before that, you know, like I want to bring back challenges, but see, with me, again, not only do I get ideas, but I also do just get bored, right? I might bring back challenges for like a little bit, and then I might just get bored. And then I'll just stop it, right? Especially if I'm not really getting any of an interest anyway. That definitely is not, like, it doesn't get me motivated. I'm like, if I'm not feeling it anymore, then I will just, oh, that's no good. I will just stop. At least I can see the chat now, so that's good. That's an improvement. That's an improvement from last time. I have a plan. I have a plan. Kinda. I have a plan. Uh-oh. Yes, I will do this. I have not played any... Oh. I thought this was... Okay. I made a mistake. It's fine. No, I haven't played any Doors of the Roses mod. I remember... It might have been you, actually. I know you told me about one. I haven't checked it out yet, though. But I'm curious. You know, I wouldn't mind trying it out in the future. But I won't look into it at the moment. But maybe something to consider at some point. Just not at the moment. I am playing the mod of this game, though, at the moment. I can't really do anything here, can I? Not really. I think I do have a dragon of my own, right? I think I do. Maybe like one. I have Black Skull. Yeah, I do have Black Skull. You know, one thing I am looking forward to this year, actually, is Croc coming back. Croc Goes into the Gobbo should be coming out this year. I know my friend Ryan's a little skeptical about it. Which, you know, fair enough. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Because I get it. Like, some of the things he said that I totally get what he's saying. I'm trying to be more optimistic about it, and I'm definitely in a position where I'm like, let's just see when it comes out. Let's see what happens, you know. Yeah, well, this mod is a randomizer specifically. There is a very, like, you know, like, very big overhaul. Basically just dubbed Forbidden Memories 2 by the Brazilian team. Yeah, that is even harder than the original is hard as is, but that they just made the mod harder, in my opinion. But it's a complete overhaul. Like, there's completely different like cards and such, completely different fusions. They even added effect monsters. I think I showed it off at some point, like a while back, maybe like a year or two ago. But they even included effect monsters, which I think is really impressive for a mod, because this game has, like, outside of Exodia the Forbidden One, there's no effect monsters in this game. But the Brazilian team modded this game to include effect monsters. There's no flip-up effects, though. There's just regular effect monsters. But this is specifically just a randomizer. I'm not playing the Forbidden Memories 2 mod. That game is really, really hard. I mean, they added Egyptian god cards to that game, so yeah. And you can just summon, because this game requires no sacrifices, you can just summon Slifer the Sky Dragon from your hand, or Obelisk the Tormentor, or Ra. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. But I'm just playing a randomizer. So this is I've played this before, but this is like 2 mods in one. This is a 15 card mod, because, you know, having to grind for 1 card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is such a chore. Don't get me wrong, I did it when I was a kid. You know, I think I've mentioned this probably plenty of times before, but one of the memories that stuck with me with this game is that I literally fell asleep grinding. I woke up and it was dinner. This is when I was like, maybe like early teens. I remember, like, I was just grinding and I like, legit, I'm telling you, I don't think it was that I was just tired. I was just bored. I was so bored that I fell asleep. I woke up, like, I had like a 3-hour nap. I woke up, it was dinner, and I was like, oh shit, like, I left the game on because I just dozed off while I was playing this game. Like, it's grinding in this game is rough. Someone described this grinding as cathartic. I think that's the right word, and I agree. It is chill. Like the grinding is chill, but there is a lot of it. It is pretty chill, and the music is great. But this game feels like a type of game where you kind of just want to, like, have, like, the computer grind for you in the background while you go and do something else. You know what I mean? Just press a couple of buttons and be like, yeah, go grind for me, and then come back. Yeah, I need AI for this game. I need AI for this old PlayStation 1 game. Where's my AI? Oh dear. I better not give them any ideas. But yeah, this is a randomizer 15 card drop mod. So it's 2 mods in one. So one, I get 15 cards instead of 1, because that's way better. And the randomizer is fun, mostly because in this game, some of the drops are actually locked and you can't get them. The randomizer actually mods the game so that it unlocks the entire drop. Basically, I couldn't win cards like Gate Guardian before. Now I can. But it is random. So I could randomly fight Villager 1 and get Blue Eyes Ultimate. I couldn't do that before. So I think that's fun, right? Like, you could just randomly, like, I could pull, you know, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, or I could pull a Karibo. Who knows? But I could get Blackluster Soldier. Who knows? So that's why I play this mod, because it basically unlocks the card drop. What you can also do, not only can you randomize the card drops, you can randomize the CPU's decks, which is what I'm doing. So I can basically have Soma Muran just drop Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon when he should not have a Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. So you can just randomize the decks as well, and that to me is like a unique challenge. It's like, ooh, you know, is Taya gonna have Gate Guardian? Is Joey going to have Meteor Black Dragon? You know what I mean? Is Seto going to have Petit Moth instead of Blue Eyes Ultimate? Is the final boss just going to have, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a random weak monster that I haven't said, Basic Insect instead of Blue Eyes Ultimate? You know what I mean? Like, it is pretty funny. But you know, that's the challenge. That's the challenge. You don't know what the opponent's going to have. It's completely random. One minute they could drop a 2500 attack monster, and then the next thing you know, they drop a 300 attack monster. It's random. So anyway, this is pretty much how I play this game most of the time now, just for fun. I have no thoughts because I didn't know there was a collection coming out. I don't really follow Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I don't have anything tied to my social media or anything like that. Very rarely do I hear about anything Yu-Gi-Oh related. Very rarely. I don't follow modern Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't really follow much Konami or anything like that. So I hadn't heard about it. So you telling me it's the first time I've heard about it. I don't even know what the early days collection means. So I'm out of touch with Yu-Gi-Oh, as it were, I guess you could say. I'm just gonna start getting rid of shit. I'm just gonna start getting rid of shit. I think I've lost anyway, and that's fine. Where's my Black Skull Dragon? Where's my Black Skull Dragon? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. That was bad. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I'm dead. There's not really much I can do here. Damn, what bad luck. So we gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. We basically just gotta hope and pray. Hope and pray. Man, he's really passive. Well, I mean, if you're not going to attack me, of course it's not over, but oh, the old Game Boy games? Okay. That's neat. I never played them. Never played them. I've heard good things. I've heard good things. Never played them. I never owned a Game Boy. So I'm the most like I'm such a late Nintendo player. You know, I didn't have an NES, a Super Nintendo, and then an N64. I did not have a Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, or a DS. My first introduction to Nintendo was a GameCube. And then I eventually got a Wii and a 3DS. So yeah, I would never even experience those games. And then it took me 7 years to get a Switch. and there's a good chance I've never have gotten the Switch anyway if it wasn't for my sister. So that's how much of a non-Nintendo guy I am. But I do like when I do play Nintendo, I will play Zelda, and I do love me some Zelda. That is one thing that will sell me on Nintendo is usually Zelda. Zelda might be my favorite Nintendo franchise. Actually, no, it is. Out of the ones I've played, Zelda's my favorite. It's coming on Steam and Nintendo Switch. That's neat. That's cool. I'll say I never played them, but who knows? Might be worth a go. I don't know. I don't know. See, I thought you were going to tell me that Forbidden Memories got re-released, and then I was going to be like, okay, hold on. Wait. I can grind again? Not like I still have it, because I actually do. I'm looking at it right now, my actual physical copy. I actually think I have two for some reason. Or at least I have two cases. I think one of the discs might have been damaged and I don't have the disc anymore, but I think I still got the case. Weirdly enough. Where's my Dolls to the Roses? So I can play online. No, but if for whatever reason they did re-release Forbidden Memories, I'm gonna be that person. I don't think they should keep it the way it is. I think they should change it. For starters, that like I say, that game's biggest flaw, in my opinion, is the grinding. You know, the fact that you only get one card per win. I think if they were to re-release Forbidden Memories, they would have to change that. They would have to at least at minimum give you like a booster pack, whether that be like 5 cards or 7 cards or 10 cards. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love for what they do here and give us 15, but like they need to give us a booster pack. They need to update the game, right? They also need to remove the drop rate thing so that we can get every single card if that's what we want to do. Maybe add some new cards if they want. I don't know. But yeah, I do think the game needs an overhaul. It needs to be updated. Also, like I say, booster packs. Give us like 10 cards for a win or something, you know? It needs to be updated, like for sure, because I just can't go back to old. I can't go back to vanilla Forbidden Memories anymore. I just can't. Like, this mod has spoiled me. I just can't do that anymore. It is painful. If it does well, they might remake. They might. I just never really got the feel. I mean, who knows, right? But I just never got the. I never got the feeling that Konami really wanted to go back and remake these or bring these games back. It just kind of feels like they always want to move forward when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. Although, you know, I heard that they've thought about resetting Yu-Gi-Oh, like just like resetting the whole game. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. I got a little bit to work with. I won. I'm surprised that I won, but I won. I'm gonna keep going. Let's talk to somebody else. But yeah, obviously, I'm looking forward to Croc. We'll see we'll see how Croc turns up. I'm really hoping though. I don't know how. Right, I don't know how Croc would sell well enough, but I would really hope that they would maybe do Croc 2 next. But the problem is that the developers did say that Croc 2 is their plan, but if I remember correctly, they basically said that Croc 1 has to do well first. And I'm thinking, okay, but what's well for you? Because as much as I love Croc is not on the level of Crash. Or Spyro for that matter. Definitely not on the level of like Sonic or Mario. It's just not. It's got a lot of charm, but it's average in terms of platformer. And this is someone who is like a die-hard fan of that game. It's just not, you know? It's just not. It's nowhere near as like it's not like nowhere near like top 10 platformers, you know what I mean? Like it's not. It's not. It just isn't. You know? Like I could admit it. I like the game, but it's average, you know? So, I don't know what like that's the thing, like what do they consider to be like to like in terms of sales or whatever, you know? What is a success in their eyes? Because I hope they're not thinking that it's going to do like fucking Mario numbers, because Croc isn't going to do that. It just isn't, you know? Now, if it was a Yoshi game, but so I don't know. That's my biggest fear, right? Is that I wonder if they've got like too high of an expectation as to what they think Croc could give them, and that like they end up getting disappointed or something by the sales, and that makes them go, oh well, maybe it was a bad idea to bring Croc back. I guess we're not gonna do Croc 2, and it's like, because the thing about Croc 2, Croc 2 interests me because it definitely feels like a game that wasn't finished. But I also think that there are some ideas there that could have potentially have been fleshed out. I also know that there is some there are things missing from the game, ideas that never got fleshed out, ideas that never even came out of conception. So, you know, I would love for them to do a Croc 2 where they add the stuff that they couldn't add before, you know. You know, one of the things I said about Crash Twinsanity is that I said if they were to like remaster Twinsanity or remake, Crash Twinsanity has so many like concepts that never got into the game. There's so many ideas, and some of them I think are really cool and interesting that just never got used. I would love it if they brought Twinsanity back and they took those concepts and they're like, we're gonna put them in the game. We're gonna somehow implement them into the game, make it seamless, and you know, we get to see these ideas that never actually, you know, came true. It's like with a lot of remakes, but like in my opinion, Final Fantasy VII Remake, I know I always bring FF7 Remake up, but Final Fantasy VII Remake is a good example for the type of remake where the devs literally said, hey, we couldn't do this back in the PS1 days. We couldn't do the things that we can now with the technology that we have. You know, the power of the PlayStation 4, the power of the PlayStation 5, PC and all that. You know, we're not stuck with Popeye arms anymore. You know, we can we actually have like realistic, you know, realistic-ish looking faces that you can tell people's expressions, and they actually look good. You can see the pores on people's faces now. That's how much technology has grown. It's crazy. You know, the devs have literally said they like it feels like they are just kind of doing the game again, but in a new vision, in a way that they're like, hey, there are so many things that we wanted to do that we just couldn't do, and we can now. And I think that's awesome, right? I personally think that's super cool, You know, like like 1-to-1 remakes are fine, absolutely fine. But I think what interests me about the re-trilogy is that although a lot of it is 1-to-1, there is also some new stuff. There's also some things being expanded upon and fleshed out, because again, the devs are like, hey, we wanted to do more with this instead of it just being a 1-to-1. Here's like some of the ideas that just never made it into the game, or we just weren't able to do because of limitations. You know? I just think that's really cool. I think that's really neat. Yeah. I'm doing that rambling thing again. I apologize. Let's see here. What do I want to get rid of, though? You? Faithbird? Are you coming in? Oh, no. B-Dragon. That's right. B-Dragon. Jungle King. I guess as well, do. Yeah. Fun fact, someone already made the first level of the game. Wait. I'm confused. First level of what game? Sorry? First level of the game. I got so sidetracked with my conversation. Are we talking Yu-Gi-Oh? Croc? Crash to Insanity? Something else? When I start talking, I get fucking sidetracked. My mind goes from one thing to another sometimes. Scatterbrain. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like someone did like a fan-made version of the first level of Twinsanity? I know someone did that in the engine Dreams, right? I know that. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff done in Dreams, because that literally that Dreams is basically just, hey, let's just, you know, remember Little Big Planet? It's like that, but instead you have way more creative control, right? And you don't have to use Sackboy anymore. You can just kind of, I guess, somewhat do what you want. It basically is just like a 3D platforming game engine, right? Where you can kind of mess around and stuff. I never looked into it too much, but I've seen some concepts, and I've seen people come up with, I've seen like a bunch of Sonic related stuff and all sorts, right? I've seen it. I've seen a bunch of stuff. Reminds me of my RPG Maker days, actually. Oh, I never did get to finish any of my projects. Shame. I think that's my brain again. That's alright. It is what it is. I have too many ideas for my own good. I keep tweaking and tweaking and changing and changing. And 1 minute I'm happy with something, the next minute I'm not. Like, sometimes I am actually, like, having a go at myself. And I'm like, dude, just settle on something. God damn it. I'm getting annoyed with myself. What am I doing? Come on, you'll never get anything done. Why am I like this? Oh, jeez. He lived how he died. Laugh the pain away, that's how you do it. Someone also redid Crash Bandicoot 1 with Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp Rooms, I think. That's not surprising. I'm sure there's all sorts of stuff on that program. Black Pendant. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Well, now we're talking. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Alright. This is actually a solid lineup. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Sure. Let's just keep going. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much who we fight, because it's random anyway. I have... Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. I haven't really played any, like, Crash Bandicoot fan games or anything. I haven't, personally. Oh, what's going on, Video Game Stupid? What's going on? It's a mech and a zombie, but... It's a mech and a zombie, but most importantly, it is a mole. Oh, right. Yeah. There are some funny Yu-Gi-Oh cards, aren't there, really? Some funny cards, some funny names, and whatnot. You know, these days, I feel like the names are so bloody long they don't even fit on the card. Especially if you look at their descriptions. Their descriptions are like 2 fucking essay paragraphs. It's like, Jesus Christ. And I was told that Yu-Gi-Oh... I was told that Yu-Gi-Oh players can't read. But, you know, naturally. Naturally. I need to like get rid of some trashy stuff here, right? I don't need all this. I do not need all of this. No, I do not. So I saw... Let's get in Summon Skull first. Yeah, there he is. I always like Summon Skull. I just think it looks super cool. Super cool. So cool. And I think it's even cooler when he fuses with Red Eyes and gets Black Skull. Love that. Such a classic Yu-Gi-Oh card right here. Such a classic Yu-Gi-Oh card right here. Love that. Kazajin. That's a good one as well. Oh, this is the wrong. This is the wrong Oscar Leo Hero. I thought it was Oscar Leo Hero 2, and it wasn't. It was the first one. Yep. What else do I get rid of? You know what? I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. I don't really need water. Not really. Water. Is that it? Was there anything else? Oh, you know what? I thought this was Sword Stalker. It's Skull Stalker, not Sword Stalker. God damn it. We'll put Rude Kaiser because he's very rude. There we go. How rude! Ah, you know what? There is something I am looking forward to. It's Dragon Ball Z related. Sparking Zero just released its first DLC. Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo and all them lot is coming. Should be out soon, actually. Like, it might even be out today or tomorrow or something like that. It's out soon, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to trying those characters out. I just wish that goddamn game would have more maps to play on. Like, come on. Anyway. I like the game, it's just... It's got problems. I do like it though, I do. I need my mate Mark to pick it up so I can battle him, because I hate online. I need actual people I know to play with in that game. That's also a message. I mean, the off chance that anyone has Sparking Zero on the PlayStation 5, hit me up. Maybe not if you're a rando, but you know, if I know you enough. But I don't think I have many, if any, people who actually like Z, like Dragon Ball Z, like I do, and that's fine. Another problem with that game is that there's like almost nothing to do offline. It feels like it's just like, here's this kind of interesting custom battle mode that really needs to be fleshed out, but it is an interesting idea, and there's like a mediocre story mode, and that's it. And then it's just online, and it's like, but I don't want to go online. I don't want to fight random people. Give me some offline stuff to do, please. Giant flea card. I just saw plain bat. Yeah, it's just bat. It's a mecha bat, but it's just called bat. Yeah, it's just bat. Someone's go had an awesome design. Yes, he did. Buku, Dark Witch, Binding Chain. Ooh, that's a good one. Gaia the Dragon Champion. That's good. So, Cyberstain would be good if there were effects in this game. Cosmo Queen's Prayer. That's not actual Cosmo Queen though. I got the left leg of the Forbidden One. Let's go. Only 4 more pieces remaining, and we could summon Exodia. All right. I think that's it. Did they forget to put in effects in this? Not exactly, VGS. So, okay. So the story behind this game is that this kind of predates actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Like properly, like before effects even start to become a thing. This game is like old. This is why there's no like sacrifices or anything, right? You just play the card and that's it. This is like kind of Duelist Kingdom, but like kind of predates Duelist Kingdom. This is like really, really old. You know, like remember the first match with Yu-Gi-Oh versus Kaiba, where, you know, he just summons Blue Eyes because sacrifices weren't a thing. This game's kind of like that, where you just, you know, if you've got Blue Eyes in your hand, you just summon it. That's it. How you win in this game is literally just throw the strongest monster you have and hope they don't have a trap card or a magic card to stop it. So yeah, this is kind of a weird game in that sense, because it really does just kind of predate actual like proper trading card Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's just like, you know, they're all just normal cards, apart from like equip cards and magic cards and you know what I mean, like that sort of stuff, but and trap cards and whatnot. But yeah, so it's weird, especially if you are someone who's very familiar with these sort of cards that are you know, that have effects and stuff. You just see like Cocoon of Evolution, you're like, oh shit, in 4 turns it's gonna turn into Perfect Ultimate Great Moth. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Not in this game, it ain't. So yeah, it's unique in that sort of sense, but you can literally only play 1 card per turn. You can't even set. You can't like place a monster and then set a magic or a trap card. Nope. You have to choose. Do you want to place a monster? Do you want to fuse? Do you want to place a magic or a trap? And you can only do 1 move per turn. So it's incredibly basic. Super basic Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, this guy's upset. Sorry kid. Let's go fight this guy, sure. So like Pokemon before the games gave each mon an ability. Yeah, in a way. Yeah. It is super basic Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just, do you have the strongest beat stick? Place it on the field. You know. And like I say, pray that your opponent doesn't have an answer to it. So. I think that's why a lot of people also don't like that game because this game literally has no effects. I can't blame them for it. I get it. It's an old game. I get it. I absolutely get it. But I mean, I grew up with this, so this is what we had, right? This is what we had growing up. I guess I'll get rid of you. Yeah, Gaia the Dragon Champion. Dark Witch, maybe? Was there anything else? Amoeba. Was there anything else? Anything else I wanted to put in? I could put Dark Witch in, I guess. Sure, let's just put Dark Witch in. Dark Magician Girl got a new update called Dark Magician Girl Magician's Apprentice. Okay. You mean like a new Dark Magician Girl, right? I assume that's what you mean. They do that, don't they? They like to like take Blue Eyes and then just make like fucking 6 million different versions of Blue Eyes and do the same for like Dark Magician and stuff. They really like doing that. They really like doing that. Okay. I prevent rat. What is it preventing? Definitely not a disease. I don't know. I feel like it would make more sense if it was like a protective rat or something, because it has like high defense. It has like 2,000 defense, but yeah, I don't know. Prevent damage or something? I don't know. That's the sturdiest rat around. I don't know. Blue Eyes White Ultra Plus Mega Dragon Sword. I mean, the thing is, VGS, I also can't tell if you're being serious. But even if you aren't, I wouldn't be surprised. There could literally be a Blue Eyes White Ultra Plus Mega Dragon Sword. For all I know, there could be. I don't know. I like that's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there were. It's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so out of context laughing there, I just had a thought. I was just reminded VGS of when I played this some time ago. I played this a lot. Where we got to like Kaiba, and I think you just called him like Kaiba the car salesman, and fucking funniest shit ever. Like I just remember that, like, and I'm like, dude, he does look like a dodgy used car salesman. It's that purple jacket is wearing. It's fucking brilliant, bro. Oh, I remember that. That was good. Kaiba the car salesman. That's such a weird jacket that he's wearing. It's like, what are you, what? Oh, so good. So good. No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was you, VGS. I'm almost certain it was you. Because that's what made me laugh. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure it was you. And like, I just fucking lost it. I can't unsee it now. You said that, and I'm like, dude, he does look like a used car salesman. I was like, oh no, he does. That's so funny. And I think like I was just making the joke at that point where I was like, he must be a used car salesman when he's not dueling or something. Oh gee. That really got me. That really got me. A Book of Secret Arts. Oh, by the way, I feel like most people who watch me know this, but I am streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. So I'm actually responding to Video Game Stupid on Twitch, but I'm responding to Alexi on YouTube. I just don't have the chat on screen, so. I was thinking about maybe putting the chats on stream. I don't know. Darkfire Dragon, the Little Swordsman of Morphinjar. I promise I'm not just talking to myself. At least, not at the moment. My imaginary friends, BGS and Alex. I promise I'm not losing my mind. Not at the moment, anyway. He's losing his mind. Oh, that wasn't that great. You got Bright Castle there, that's something. That's something. Alright, let's go outside. I need to go touch grass for a minute. Let's go outside. Although there's probably not grass specifically where we are in ancient Egypt, but it's fine. What up, gamers? You know what? I'm not surprised though. You're talking about Dark Magician Girl because I feel like she's a fan favorite to a lot of people. Like I always thought she was cute, but that's as far as it went for me, if you know what I mean. But a lot of people are like, Dark Magician Girl is bae, she's waifu, and I'm like, you know what? I do see it, but I just kind of think she's just kind of cute, and that's as far as it went with me. But I'm also not surprised. But the thing is that in Japan, a lot of cards had to be censored over here. Like even like harpy ladies, who kind of implied that they actually had, you know, boobas, were kind of revealing. But here's the thing: apparently, the harpy ladies, even though they might look like ladies, are apparently supposed to not be ladies. So then it's just kind of like, so you have designs for harpy ladies who aren't actually ladies, and they're a bit risque. Now I see why they got censored. You know what I mean? Now I see why I got censored. A lot of Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh got censored. A lot. There are quite a few cards that are a little risque, and there are some boob shots for some female cards and stuff. Like for sure. Like I think Gemini, I want to say maybe Gemini Elf might have had like a boob shot or something. Like, you know, like cleavage, and they're like, oh, we gotta censor that. We can't have cleavage in our children's card game. See, VGS gets it. People talking about Dark Magician Girl and like these cards. When I'm out here being like, yo, but Mai though? Mai was definitely like, if there was a female, if there was a female, if there was a Yu-Gi-Oh character I probably had a little bit of a crush on, it was definitely Mai. Yeah, nah. I hold my hands up. It was back in my I like blonde, like sort of, you know, blondish haired ladies phase, as I call it. Like, yeah, nah, man. Now I was definitely attracted to Mai for sure. I kept thinking Mai and Joey were gonna be a thing, and they just never did. Never ever did. I thought for sure they would get together, and they never did. No, I liked Mai. I did. And I actually kind of liked her whole like Harpy Lady themed deck and stuff. It kind of changed, but you know. It will get censored. Oh, definitely. If, especially like Japan is one thing, but that shit comes to America, if it hasn't already, it's gonna get censored. Well, comes to the West, I should say. There's a Magician of Chaos, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Fusion. I think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen it. The ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh waifu. They can't show booba. Japan are stingy. Well, I don't. It's not so much Japan. It's more so the West. You know what I mean? Japan don't really tend to shy. If anything, Japan's the problem. I mean, you literally got girls who look like they're supposed to be of legal age, and they're probably not, and they just. And I'm talking like I'm talking like anime, but like you have like these anime, like these super fucking busty anime girls, and you're like, nah, she's just little. No, she's not of legal age, and you're like, why is Japan like this? That's Japan. It's more the West are like, yeah, this is not okay. We're censoring it. it's usually it's not Japan. It's the West. That shit might fly in Japan, but it doesn't fly outside of Japan. Let me tell you. And thank God. Now, my is definitely like my Yu-Gi-Oh crush, for sure. Like I always thought Taya was cute, but that's like I think as far as it went was I thought Taya was cute, but I generally liked my yeah. It's kind of a shame though, because like she kind of just like she obviously was like a very like a lone wolf type of gal. Where she was like, I don't need no man or friends or anyone, but like every now and again she would, you know, meet up with Yu-Gi-Oh and Yugi and the gang, right? And you know, and she absolutely has a soft spot for Joey, but like yeah, it's kind of a shame with her, at least in the anime. Like, you know, there are a lot of moments where she is an ally, but then she just kind of becomes a villain again, and it's like, oh. What a shame. Making mistakes and stuff, you know. But, hey-oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take your word for it. I definitely like Mai more than Dark Magician Girl personally, but no, Mai versus Yugi. I don't. To be honest, I don't think we need it. I think it's fine. I feel like I know we've had Mai versus Jerry a couple of times, but I feel like those two kind of have that tension and connection. You know what I mean? Like Mai won't admit it, but she absolutely likes him, and Joey's a bit of an idiot, but he does like her. You know. Like I feel like Joey's definitely the type of guy where like Mai tries to express how she feels, and Joey's just like, you know, and then she just gets annoyed with him, and then she walks off, and it's like, well, those two kind of beat around the bush, but yeah. But it would be nice just to seem like Mai, like even like just get some wins more, or just like, you know, like instead of her like, oh, I'm just gonna become a villain because I'm rubbish at the game and I'm weak and all this and that, you know. But I remember going to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament at a comic shop. I remember going to Yu-Gi-Oh shops. Some dude showed off a bunch of Japanese cards, including one that was nude, but wearing clothes in US. I think it was the one with the pink hair holding the jar of water. Oh. Holding the jar of water. Ooh. I think there's like 2 different cards like that. Was the lady green? Oh no, you said pink hair, didn't you? I think I know what you're talking about. Actually. I think it might be called like water something, water Olymps or something. If I'm picking it up correctly. I don't know if I have it, but I thought Joey and I would have got married dueling or something. No, they didn't. I mean, as far as I know, unless they did in the manga. I mean, look, VGS. I mean, I was a kid, but I thought fucking Ash and Misty in the Pokemon anime might end up getting together, but they never did. You know, even when they reunited several years later, they're just friends, right? But you know, no, it never happened. No. I think the problem with Mai and Joey, as I say, is Mai is so used to being like this, like I'm a loner type of person, right? And I think she's just not used to like guys being nice to her. So then she meets Joey and she knows that he's an idiot, but he's a nice idiot, right? So she has a soft spot for him. But I think with her is that she's hesitant. She's definitely very defensive. Like she's got a guard up, right? Even with Joey, like when she tries to show that, you know, interest in him, again, Joey, not the smartest tool in the shed. As much as I love Joey, I think Joey's just like an absolute underdog guy. He like, I think Joey is fun. He's a fun character. He has this whole luck thing going on with him with his deck. He's a funny character. You know, he's very funny and not the smartest. So I don't think he really picks up on Mai. But then, like, you know, Mai is very hesitant. Again, these two are very will they, won't they? Will they, won't they? And they just never did. You know? They've had moments where they've been kind of close, but nothing ever happened. So, you know, it's just one of those things. Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they? They definitely argue like a married couple. I mean, listen. This girl made the ultimate mistake. This girl was like, I'm so desperate to win and be the best that she literally sold her soul to this clearly like very dodgy, like devil summoning weird like serpent creature thing, and was like, I'm gonna give you all the power you want, but you're gonna be under my control. And then she literally fucking duels Joey, and he loses his soul because she fucked up, basically. And then she instantly regrets it, and she's like, what have I done? Like the only, like the one guy who's actually been nice to me, and I got his soul taken away. Of course Joey didn't see it that way. He was just like, I get it, you got manipulated, it's fine, don't worry about it. But obviously from her end, she's like, fuck, Why did I do that? I'm such an idiot. and then after he does get his soul back, she doesn't even apologize. She thinks about apologizing, but she doesn't, because she's Mai. That's what she's like, you know. She's like, oh, I thought about apologizing, but I don't think I'm ready. And then she just leaves. She goes on a motorcycle and just rides into the sunset, and that's just kind of, oh, that's it. That's it. And I think that's the last time we ever see Mai in the anime. I want to say. It's been a while since I watched the anime, so. Dude, I did not like the... I forget what it's called, but I call it the Leviathan arc. I know it's not called that, but that's just what I call it. Because basically the big bad is like this giant Leviathan snake thing. So I call it the Leviathan arc. I can't remember what it's actually called. It's also the inverse. A character that looks very young is actually 1,000 years old. Yeah, I've heard about that, VGS. I've definitely heard about that. Who was the other Bond girl in the later Yu-Gi-Oh series with Jaden? Oh, are you talking about Alexis? Probably. Is she? If you're talking about the super busty schoolgirl, that's Alexis. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has her fans for reasons. I mean, listen, from what I remember of GX, she was absolutely the eye candy girl. Like, as in, like, even in the show, the literal schoolboys are like, oh my god, Alexis is, like, so hot. Like, they weren't even subtle about it. And then, like, all the girls are like, ew, all the guys are just perving and they want to perv on Alexis. That's what I remember from the show. Like, literally the guys are like, God, she's so hot, but she's also a super amazing duelist. God, she's amazing. Like, girl literally had her own fan club in the anime, from what I remember. Like, literally had her own fan club. So, yeah. Girl was literally the fan service girl. But don't get me wrong, she can duel from what I remember, but I mean, even the show was basically like, yeah, she's the fan service girl. That's literally what she was. Like, let's be honest. Like, let's be honest. She's just the fan service girl. Funny thing is about the jar one is that funny thing about the jar one is that it showed up earlier in the stream, but I forgot the name. Oh, so I do have it. I'll have a look. If it's the one I'm thinking of. I'll have a look. Yeah, Water Motics. Oh, really? She was naked? Do you mean like she was naked, but she was like conveniently covered up in the places, if you know what I mean? Like, they didn't actually show anything revealing, but you could tell she was naked, like a top half sort of thing. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Because I don't think they'd just straight up be like, hey, look, tits galore. But I don't know. Japan is pretty wild. Japan is pretty wild. I was like, whoa, even thought it was a Barbie doll. That's funny. Yu-Gi-Oh has ties to Illuminati confirmed, selling souls to get good at the card gaming. I mean, listen. Literally the first arc of Yu-Gi-Oh is the Shadow Realm. Literally fucking sending people to like this fucking hell place where you literally get tortured for like your soul gets tortured for all eternity. So just sending people to the Shadow Realm. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not yelling. I'm not going to stream too much longer. I'll just let you guys know. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Like I said, I do hope that I do hope at some point I perhaps like maybe get a bit of a streaming spark back, and then we can like maybe I'll think about, you know, bringing back streaming more consistently. But at the moment, I'm just kind of doing it if I feel like it, you know. At the moment, it's just kind of how I am at the moment. Sadly, my motivation is just low, and you know, it is what it is. But I appreciate you. I know I'm not the most, you know, entertaining fella, but if you're looking for someone to just kind of chill about and just try and have fun talking about Yu-Gi-Oh censorships and any other random things, or just video games in general, I mean, sure. Maya's a total tsundere. Yeah, she kind of is. I would agree with that. She is kind of it. She's definitely like, you know that she likes him, but she's very sort of like, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? You know what I mean? And then like Joey would do something stupid and that would annoy her, you know? Or Joey would be like he'd be like poke fun and be like, you probably just want to hang out with me or something. And then Maya's like, no, I won't. And then she just like slaps him and then walks off. And that's very tsundere, you know? I mean, like Joey caught her out and he had to say something like that. And now it's just like, I'm not interested until she is. But yeah, that's the problem. Maya's kind of a tsundere in that sort of sense, and Joey's an idiot. Like he just is. So, you know, if Maya was more honest, right, and Joey like, you know, picked up on what was going on there, you know, then, you know, maybe it could work out. Maybe. Let's see. Sorry, I you guys are actually throwing a lot of messages at me, so I'm actually realizing I'm kind of missing out because I'm reading two chats at the same time. I can only imagine how bad it is if I actually had like a massive audience and I had to look at two separate chats at the same time. I wouldn't be able to read it. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to manage one chat, let alone two. Let's see. No redemption for my... Okay, I read that one. We got 3 My Joey duels, but no rematch. Did she? I don't remember. I haven't watched the anime in years. I couldn't tell you. She's a good duelist too. She's got the Bastion treatment. She is. She is. The closest people to getting married were Jade and Alexis. They are. Did they really? No way. I didn't think Jaden really saw her that way. I didn't think Jaden actually... Jaden kind of... I don't know. Jaden kind of came across as the guy who's like... He's just focusing on dueling. That I didn't think he really saw her in a romantic way. But maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't know. I didn't watch much Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So... Like, I felt like... From the little that I saw... Alexis was at first... She seemed a bit like confused and annoyed about Jaden, but I think after a little while she it kind of seemed like she might like sort of liked him a little bit, you know. So I don't know. I didn't watch it, but that's funny. I didn't think he was bothered about romance. I mean, granted, he is a kid, so he's like a teen. They're like teens, right? So I don't know. You know, he could change if he got older, I suppose, but. He definitely felt like he was just like, nah, I'm just here to duel. You know what I mean? I'm not a horny teenager. I'm just here to duel. I'm just here to duel. That's it. I don't love you, Joey. Baka. Yeah. Yeah. I think Merrick messing with her brain had to do with that. Maybe? I don't know. In the, what? She was nude? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Christ. What? I'm talking about the water on atomics, by the way, not Alexa's, right? Not Alexa's. What's her last name? Rhodes? I feel like I only know that because of Duel Links. You know, because I played a lot of Duel Links, so I know like all the characters are like in that game. Basically, there was a duel between Jaden and huh. I get the feeling that Jaden probably didn't know about that. It doesn't seem like he would be like, oh yeah, I'm totally like, let's be honest, that definitely sounds like one of those things where it's like the guys are like, oh my god, I get to be her fiance, and then Jaden's just like, yeah, I'm gonna win this match because he's competitive and doesn't really give a shit about or cares or whatever about the reward or whatever, you know. Oh, VGS is like, fuck it, I'm hopping on your YouTube now. That's wild. Alexis was nude in the bath scene with her friends, but they were in swimsuits. Christ. VGS is like, source? Had to just send streaming platforms to ask. Oh, VGS. At least you're honest. Funny. I'm sure you could easily find it. I always thought there was a lot of triangular imagery. Oh yeah, VGS. You know, a lot of cards in Japan had to be censored because of like religious and like Satanism. Is that right? Satanism. You know, like very like devil symbols and stuff for a lot of cards, and again, just a lot of religious implications that had to be like censored or changed and stuff. Huh. I think VGS, I think you're talking about episode 0, which is like basically like a weird sort of prequel to Yu-Gi-Oh! In the manga where yeah, there's like this weird like duel with like buzzsaws or some shit. It's weird. It doesn't happen in the anime. Like I don't even think episode 0 is even a thing at all in the anime. Yeah, it's weird. It's very strange. Just a laugh at sword. Yeah. Well, see, now I'm curious about what you guys are talking about. I don't know if I actually have it. I might do. Do I? Do I have... No, I don't. Okay. I know what you're talking about, though. Water, or whatever you call it. Optimix or whatever. Yeah, I don't have it on me, but... I know what you're talking about. Okay. Fair enough. I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! 0, green-haired Kaiba. I don't think you had water on Onyx. I think the opponent had it, right. Yeah. I mean, I've had it before. Is what I guess what I'm trying to say. I have pulled for it before. Was there anything new? No, it's nothing new. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll fight Seto here, and then I'll end the stream. I'm getting a bit tired. I'm getting tired. I just wanted to chat for a bit anyway, really. That's all. No. That's right. Yeah, I do. I think I do remember the Akana. Yeah, the Akana versus Yu-Gi-Oh. Yep, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I do remember that. Yep. Fairy of the Fountain. Both cards arts had to go. Really, both. Yeah, I think Fairy of the Fountain was the one I was thinking of, but then he said pink hair, and I'm like, Fairy of the Fountain. I think it's green. I think she has pink hair. Jesus. So I mean, I'm not surprised. A lot of censoring, a lot of censoring. We can't have risque cards, you know. Making all the Yu-Gi-Oh players horny whenever they play them. Jesus. Slightly unrelated, but it reminded. I don't ask me how, but I think it's just the whole nudity thing. But like, I saw a clip like a couple of years back, I think, of like a fighting tournament, and they were setting the game up, and I guess it was like must have been setting the game up on this guy's PC, and I think it was Street Fighter, and he legit had nude mods on, and he forgot to turn them off. And like everyone's like, "Oh, looks like someone forgot to turn off the mods," and they had to quickly swap to the commentators. And the dude, the dude was like, "I'm fucking dying of shame." Like the dude literally had nude mods of like Chun-Li and like somebody else or something. And I was like, and that was on an actual fucking like tournament, live tournament. It was fucking funny. I was like, "Oh no." I don't know what tournament it was. It's just a clip I saw on social media. I was like, what? Like this guy straight up got nude mods for Street Fighter. Fucking funny. I was like, oh shit. Someone forgot to turn off their mods. Oh dear. Literally got outed live on stream. Oh Jesus, dude, that's like the equivalent of like your mom walking in, right? Like you're like watching something like pornographic or something, or searching up some risque photos or something, and then like your mom walks in, like, what you do? Like, but that's like worse, dude. That's like worse. Now, now everybody knows you. Now everybody knows you've got fucking nude mods of fucking Chun-Li and shit. Oh god, Jesus Christ. I wonder if the Japanese version of the game has oh, you mean the Japanese version of this game? Maybe, probably not. Probably not. I doubt they would go into that detail, but so many questions. Let's see. Dragon Piper, Invisible Wire, Ultimate. That's not what I thought it was. I wonder if the beautiful Headhuntress is also nude. The Japanese version. Key Mace, Chronic Beast. Yeah, ooh, okay. I was like, kind of rubbish, but Sun Girl Thunder is good. Okay. Yubel. I think I know what that is. Maybe. Is that weird, like, creepy card that, like, gets obsessed with Jaden or something? Is that what that is? I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Something like that? I don't know. The name vaguely rings a bell. You have to understand, I'm super out of touch when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! So a lot of this stuff flies over my head these days. You'll say something and a lot of the time I'll be like, I'm just nodding and smiling, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm out of touch, you see. BGS is like, yeah, I'm gonna get that nude scene. Just what do I want to get rid of? I mean, this deck isn't too bad, I guess. Definitely putting Sangre of Thunder in. I think I'll leave it there. Jesus. Yu-Gi-Oh's strange, man. In Japan it is, anyway. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. You're not beating my Black Skull Dragon? Yeah. Yeah. You're not beating it. Too bad. Yeah. 3,200. I love Seto's theme. That's so good. Alright. Well, doesn't matter. I got Black Skull Dragon, so I win. GG's. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to end anyway. But, you know, let's see what we get. Buku. Lazark. Abyss Flower. And Dragon Capture Joe. Baby. Blackluster Soldier. Now, that's a good pull. Acid Trap Hole's good as well. Ayo. Ayo. Alright. Alright, Kaiba. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's still, you know. I mean, I can have a look. I'll have a look at it before I go. Yes, Taya. Look at us. Look at her, super excited. Find a gal who will look at you like Taya was looking at Yugi right there. You're amazing. Yes. Dude, let's talk about how I feel like Yugi might have actually liked Taya, but I don't think Taya liked him. But I think she might have liked the Pharaoh, which is really fucking awkward. Or at least that's kind of how I felt like that's how that went. Where it's like, yep, she might actually like the ancient Egyptian Pharaoh. Poor Yugi. But it's okay, because he's got some other kid who really likes him. Even though she's like a kid. Or something. That's like, I don't like you, but I like your brother. Well, yeah, BGS, in this case, this is, I don't like you, but I like your potential ancient grandfather. It's like, huh? 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 I don't think Yugi is too bothered, to be honest, but it's just funny because I remember Taya getting jealous when that, I think the little girl might be called Rebecca, when Rebecca kept like sort of flirting with Yugi, but Taya never really indicated that she was interested in Yugi in that way, but she would always, like, Rebecca would always wind her up. And I'm like, Taya, if you like Yugi, you should tell him, otherwise Rebecca's just gonna steal him away. Like, Even though, again, she's basically a kid. But, you know. But hey ho. What was I doing? Yeah. Yeah. Classic Black Luster Soldier, which isn't a ritual. I mean, it is, right? Like, you can ritual summon Black Luster Soldier in this game, but it's not blue. It's just a normal card. That's another thing. Ritual monsters aren't blue. Their ritual cards are, though. Let me show you. For anyone who's actually curious. Like, this is blue, but the actual card itself isn't. You know what I mean? Curse of the Millennium Shield. Like, all of these are blue, but, like, the actual ritual cards aren't. Bright Castle. But yeah, Black Luster Soldier is a... I always thought this was cool. Such a cool design. Like a cool warrior. You know what it almost reminds me of? It almost reminds me of Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy. I really like the gold sheen. Like the gold outline and stuff. But it kind of reminds me of Warrior of Light a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch up on your guys' messages and then I'm gonna head off and go to bed. Oh, and smack the mic right into my face. You see that live? Hopefully the stream wasn't really lagging or anything, and hopefully I wasn't out of sync much. I don't know if I was. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. I apologize if I was. Yami Yugi had all the girls simping for him. Mana. I'm trying to remember who that is. Rebecca. Well, no, Rebecca wasn't in. Rebecca was into Yugi, not Yami Yugi. If anything, I think she was kind of scared of actually the Pharaoh. She liked Yugi. That's the thing. Like, she actually legit liked little Yugi. It's because it's little Yugi. It's little Yugi that kind of went up against her, right? And you know, Yugi's like, I'll give you this card. It's like the bonds of friendship. And then I don't know. I guess she took it as like some sort of proposal, I guess. And then ever since then, she's like been obsessed with Yugi. Like, she literally, like, whenever she sees him, she's like hugs him and be like, oh, it's my future husband. It's like, chill. How old are you? I don't even know how old she is, but she's a kid. It's like, chill. Like, dude literally does one nice thing to a girl and she automatically thinks they need to get married. Like, chill. Way to jump guns. But yet she, I don't think she cared much for Yami Yugi. It was little Yugi that she liked. But... don't remember who that is. The only one who didn't was Mai. I mean, yeah, well, I say Mai was definitely I don't need no man, and then she met Joey. And then she's like, oh, he's kind of a lovable idiot, I guess. Until she... well, wasn't there that one dude in the Doma arc that kind of liked her too? Right? I feel like... I think there was that one dude who I don't know how she felt about him exactly, but well, okay, to be fair, Mai gets a lot of attention. Like Rex Raptor, the first time they meet, dude was perving on her fucking hard. Dude was like, if I beat you, you're gonna be my girlfriend. It's just like, yeah, you're not beating me. And yeah, he loses. He loses because she technically cheats, but you know. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I felt like Teo actually kind of liked Big Yugi, which was obviously the Pharaoh, even when she realized it was the Pharaoh. And Rebecca liked Little Yugi. Well, normal Yugi, you know what I mean. Heavy censorship, Jesus. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, VGS. It's Japan. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised. Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This is Japan. Japan's anime has so many like cheeky like naked shots. Like it's okay. Their boobs are covered by their hair, or like they're in the shower and it's like some you know like some soapy bubbles are covering their privates. So they're naked, but you don't actually see the private parts. You say that shit all the time, dude. You see this shit all the time. That's kind of how they get it. Like it's risque, but it's like as long as their private parts are covered, it's fine. They do that. They do that so many times, dude. That's just Japan in general. Like let's be honest. Video 1 kidnapped Yugi's grandfather. I'll take your word for it. I don't remember. I don't remember. Just to go out with Yugi? That's wild. Why does she want to go out with him? Anyway. Or is it one of those, like, he's the king of games, so I want to get in good? I don't know. I don't remember. Like I say, I haven't watched the anime in years. And there's a lot of seasons. I mean, look, and I'm not just talking about. I'm just talking about like old Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not even talking about like GX and 5D and whatever the fuck. Yeah. Anyway, as much as the Yu-Gi-Oh talk has been fun, I'm gonna be ending it there though. I'm tired, but I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, streams from now on are just gonna be kind of sporadic. If I feel up to it, you might get a stream from me. Otherwise, at the moment, nothing's set in stone. I'm not planning at the moment to be consistent. But as I mentioned before, eventually I would like to, so we'll see. You know, like I would like to do some stuff in the future. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If there's any announcements, like if there's any like you know like if there's like gaming, if there's like Summer Games Done, not Summer Games Done Quick, fucking Jeff Keighley's show or whatever, you know, if there's anything like that, I might like watch and react with you guys. But streaming, I think it's just gonna be whenever I feel like it at the moment. Yay, sporadic streams. Join the sporadic side. Yeah, or State of Play or Nintendo Direct. Anything like that, I'll probably stream and react to. Seems like I have actual decent computer now that I could do that. You know, for now, anyway. So, all right, I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys when I see you.